today's topic is Mendel's law of inheritance. Mendel proposed three basic postulates depends on the three basic laws. First law is the law of dominance, then second law is the law of segregation, and third law is the law of independent assortment. So in this video we will discuss the all three laws. In previous video we will discuss about the monohybrid and dihybrid cross. So first we will start our first law of inheritance, law of dominance. So you know that in monohybrid and dihybrid cross, phenotypic character are controlled by the discrete unit, and that discrete unit is nothing but the factors responsible for the particular phenotypic character. For example, tall. Tall is the phenotypic character, and for this phenotypic character responsible genotype is the capital T, capital T. This genotype is nothing but the factor responsible for the particular phenotypic character. So law of dominance states that when a two homozygous individual, means individual having the similar pair of gametes with one or more set of constructing character, having the one or more set of opposite characters are crossed. After crossing, we can get the alleles that appear in F1 are dominant and those which do not appear in F1 are recessive. For example, we take the two homozygous parents. One is the tall, another is the dark. For this tallness, responsible genotype is the capital T, capital T, and for this darkness, responsible genotype is the small t, small t. After gamete formation, we get the only one capital T from the tall plant, and we can get the only one small t from the dark plant. After crossing these both gametes, we can get the hybrid plant, and this hybrid plant show the tall is the phenotypic character. This hybrid plant having the dissimilar pair of gametes. In dissimilar pair of gamete, only one gamete dominate over the other gamete. In this pair, capital T is dominate over the small t. Means capital T express their character and small t suppress their character. This law is called as the law of dominance, and Mendel used this law for the explanation of only one expression of gamete in F1 generation and both expression of gamete in F2 generation. This is called the law of dominance. Second law of inheritance is the law of segregation. Law of segregation is also known as the law of purity of gamete. In this law, Mendel said that during gamete formation, both gametes separate from each other and show the particular character, either dominant or recessive, not a both character. So, law of segregation is based on the fact that allele do not show any blending or mixing, and both allele is recovered in F2 generation, but in F1 generation one allele is not seen. During gamete formation, both alleles separate from each other, otherwise one recessive allele is not seen in F2 generation. So law of segregation is said that when a hybrid form of gametes, the alleles segregate from each other and enter in a different gametes. The gametes form are pure in that they carry only one allele each. Hence, this law is also called as the law of purity of gamete. For example, we take the hybrid plant. This hybrid plant show the phenotypic character tallness, and this hybrid plant having a dissimilar allele. This is the diploid allele. But at the time of gamete formation, this diploid allele converted into haploid allele, means N and N. So, during gamete formation, these dissimilar alleles separate from each other, and we can get the two type of allele. One allele is the dominant allele and another allele is the recessive allele. These both alleles responsible for the particular character. And after gamete formation or segregation of these two alleles, these alleles enter in another allele and form the F2 generation. That is called the law of segregation, means separation of alleles. And this law is also called as the law of purity of gametes. Then third law of inheritance is the law of independent assortment. This law is based on the dihybrid cross. It is the basic principle of genetics developed by the Mendels. This law is described the different gene or different allele present on a separate chromosome, independently separated from each other at the time of gamete formation, but their separated allele or separated chromosome is randomly united at the time of fertilization. So So law of independent assortment is state that when a hybrid possessing two pair of constructing alleles or factor forms gamete, the factor in each pair segregate independently of the other pair. We can take example. One example depends on the dihybrid cross. This is the F1 generation of dihybrid cross having the phenotypic character round and yellow color. At the time of gamete formation, both two pair of allele responsible for the constructing character separated from each other. So we can get gamete capital R, capital Y. Then second gamete is the capital R, small y. Third gamete is the small r, capital Y. And fourth gamete is the small r, small y. This is four are the gamete responsible for the two constructing character, round and yellow color. But at the time of selfing F1 generation, we can take the two parent. One is the male parent, another is the female parent. This side of gamete is the male gamete and this side of gamete is the female gamete. After crossing of this male and female gamete, we can get the 16 F2 generation. In this 16 F2 generation, phenotypic ratio of this dihybrid cross is 9:3:3:1. So 9 offspring is the round yellow color, then 3 offspring is round and green color, then 3 offspring is wrinkled and yellow color, and remaining 1 offspring is wrinkled and green color. This ratio indicates that two pair of constructing character separate from each other independently. That is called the law of independent assortment. This law concluded that two characters under consideration are independently assorted, giving rise to different combinations.